Hello everyone. Let me start my project of today. So the main goal of my project, I developed an end-to-end e-commerce chunk prediction system to identify customers likely to stop shopping. So the data set, this is the data set RA in which online retail to XLSX. This is the dataset, and this dataset consists of over 2 lakh transactions with a calculated churn rate of 28.09%. And the technical stack is I used here the Docker. I used here the Docker to containerize the entire environment and ensure the project runs anywhere without version conflict. For modeling, I evaluated using the decision tree, random forest, XGBoost, and neural networks. And here you can see the accuracy, precision, recall, and F1 ROC, AUC, and the training based upon the maximum of ROC, AUC, and the recall. We have chosen the best model among these models. And next, overcoming the challenges, very important to know. uh, Here I faced some issues with the Jupyter kernel crashing locally, so I shifted my workflow to run production script directly inside the Docker container using Docker Composite execute, and this ensures that my model training was stable and repeatable. And the deployment, finally I deployed the model using FastAPI. Here you can see my deployment model. uh, Here I used the fast API e-commerce chunk prediction API. And then as you can see here, this Swagger UI, and the API is fully functional. Any front-end application like a Streamlit dashboard or a mobile app can now send customers data to this endpoint and receive a chunk risk prediction in the real time. So this is the notebook where you can see the predictions and the visualizations of the 2 lakh data set using the bar chart, scatter plot, line graph, and histogram, an area chart, and using the monthly universal line graph, bar chart, and heat map. And here you can see data validation as well as feature exploratory data analysis, and this is the baseline model. And this is where I said the kernel has internally crashed, so that I shifted this particular thing to the Docker, where I use the command like Docker execute data science. And here in the source folder you can see the data acquisition.py. So running this, it can generate a file, and that file is nothing but data quality summary.json, where you can see the total number of the rows, columns, and missing values, as well as all the descriptions related to this particular data set. And by running this data clean, here you can see I can make this live practical demonstration, that is split this particular terminal. And after splitting, this is Docker Composite. Now execute data science, and I want to execute this particular to that is 02 underscore data underscore cleaning dot py. So let me show you what does it happens. So this is the terminal commands what I have used. Okay, due to having some two quotations, that's the reason it was not showing. Then you can see here that it's going to produce some files, and that file which will be stored over processed In this clean retail data set as well as the clean transaction data set, you can see something which is produced by running this type of commands. And likewise, this same Python execution in the Docker composite YAML for all these remaining files also. This is the visualization, and this is env file as well as Docker composite file, and this is Docker composite.yaml. And the requirements for the libraries as well as modules does it requires for us. It stores everything over here, and it takes a while until then we can watch this particular production LLM API. So LLM large language model. So this used to check the end-to-end e-commerce chunk predictions. So this is my project, and thank you.